Good morning, students. Today here we describe or study about infectious disease with your NCERT book, page number 121. Student, we have seen that the entire diversity seen in the living world can be classified into a few groups. Means this classification is based on common characteristics between different organisms. Those organisms that can cause disease are found in wide range of such categories of classification. Some of them are like virus, some of them are bacteria, some of them are fungi, even some are single cell animal or protozoan. So some disease are also caused by multicellular organisms such as worms of different kinds. So this is the picture of SARS virus as you go with your NCERT page number 181, figure 13.1a. This is a picture of SARS virus coming out on the surface of an infected cells. The white scale leaf represent 500 nanometers, which is half a micrometer and which is 1000 of a millimeter. So the scale line gives us an idea of how small the things we are looking at are. So what is SARS? SARS is severe acute respiratory syndrome. It is a just viral respiratory disease which first identified in 2003. So if you talk about symptoms now, symptoms of SARS is we categorize it into two forms: most common symptoms and serious symptoms. So if you talk about most common symptoms, so fever, dry cough, tiredness, sore throat, rashes on skin, diarrhea, these are all most common symptoms. And we talk about the serious symptoms, so difficult breathing or the shortness of breathing, chest pain. Okay, see these are serious symptoms. So seek immediately medical attention if you have serious symptoms of this. And now how SARS virus spreading? So it's spreading by the infected person by sneezing, coughing, or comes into face-to-face contact, kissing, hugging, etc. And diagnosis of SARS virus, that due to first there is no laboratory test, but yeah, now laboratory tests can be performed on nasal and throat swab or by blood samples or just X-ray or CT scan of the chest, identify all that. And treatment, so there is no confirmed treatment, but yeah, antiviral medicine can and like steroids are effective on them for, and we know that the supplement of oxygen, because SARS virus is a major form of coronavirus. Okay, if you remember all things, that coronavirus is also a same category, also categorized in the same form. Okay, so this is all about your SARS virus. So now we go with your second 13.1b. This is the picture of Staphylococcus. Staphylococcus, it's the bacteria which can cause act. The scale of the image of indicated by the line or top left, which is a 5 micrometer long. Okay, so Staphylococcus is also a bacteria of genes that include many pathogenic kind that cause like pus formation, especially on skin. It is just gram positive bacteria. What is gram positive, what is gram negative? It is a part of your 11th class biology, where you discuss about how we classified bacteria into gram positive and gram negative. This is very important topic, but this is not matter of your 9th class. So but just you remember that this is gram positive bacteria, and it forming like grape like clusters. So and if you talk about spreading, so it's spread by an direct infection or due to the production of toxins by bacteria. Symptoms are the collection of pus within painful and swelling forms. Diagnose it, there is no need to be laboratory test because it diagnosed by appearance on the faces. Okay, and treatment is, as you know, the antibiotic ointment is the best treatment of Staphylococcus. It is curable by your hygienic form. Okay, so this is Staphylococcus. Okay, now we go with our 13.1c. This is the picture of Trypanosoma. It is the protozoan organism which is responsible for sleeping sickness, and the organ is in lying next to the soccer shaped is shaped red blood cells to give an idea of the scale. Means Trypanosoma is a monophyletic group of unicellular parasite flagellate protozoa. It causes sleeping sickness which is transmitted by tsetse fly, tsetse fly, which is found only in sub-Saharan Africa. So here most important is that how it transmitted. So trypanosoma transmitted by a fly, we call it tsetse fly. Okay, and call it sleeping sickness. Sleeping sickness caused by tiny parasite carried by flies, and it release in swelling of the brain. Means the main result is the swelling of brain. And diagnostic, if you talk about diagnosed by community screening or the presence of parasite in any body fluid. Okay, but yeah, there is no vaccine which is prevent us from trypanosoma. So protected by preventing tsetse fly bites is the one most effective measure of prevention from trypanosoma. Okay, now trypanosoma here two most important thing is transmitted by tsetse fly. Okay, common system is swelling on the brain. Okay, now next it is a picture of leishmania. Okay, leishmania is also a protozoan organism that called kala azar. Okay, kala azar is a disease. The organisms are oral shaped and each has one long wipe like structure as you see in your slide. One organism is dividing while a cell of immune system lower right has gripped on the two wipes of the dividing organ, and it is sending cell processing up to eat the organism. Okay, so leishmania we also call it causes black fever. It is responsible for the disease leishmaniasis, and it is spread by sand flies. And this, as we said, that it is called kala azar. It is a fatal in left untreated in our 95% of cases. And treatment will be reduce their severity. Symptoms, it is like it is a silent infections, means fever, weight loss, swelling of spleen and liver. These all are the symptoms of leishmania. Leishmania detected by the parasite DNA in your body. If leishmania is entering your body, so parasite DNA confirm that this is a black fever which caused by leishmania. Okay, so this is all about leishmania. We go with the last slide. This is a picture of adult roundworm. Yeah, we also called it Ascaris lumbricoides. Okay, this is most important that you have to know the scientific name of adult roundworm, which is Ascaris lumbricoides, from the small intestine. The ruler means adult roundworm is just small organisms that can live in your intestine. They can be harmful and cause many problems like abdominal pain, fever, diarrhea. It is traveling to country with the poor sanitization or and hygiene, means because the egg or the larva live in infected soils or stools. Okay, so parasite enter the body through the mouth by like a touching of pop or soil, and after there the symptom cause like fever, stomach pain. All these are the symptoms of this. So this is most commonly in India also, because there is much problem in India for related to hygiene. So beta, this is all about your infectious disease, which here I explained by the page number 181. Please go through it. If you have any query related to these viruses, these bacteria, so please attend your Zoom class and discuss your query with me. Okay, thank you.